Hello, so I just want to do a short video about Julius because he is the hero of the month for July 2023. Right, you get, if you don't have him yet on day 7, he will just be summoned and join your thing. Otherwise, you also get souls every day, but I recommend don't summon it from souls if you don't have him yet. It's better wait for it to come through here because this will get you him summoned. But if you already have him summoned, you'll just get 18 souls this day, so it's not as good to have him summoned before if you can help it. But obviously, I have him summoned already, so oops, wrong one. So he's probably towards my bottom here. But he's only 2 stars, so we will be getting some more souls for him this month. But let's go talk about him. So he's a tank hero. His main stat of strength says driven by ingenuity, passionate for adventuring. The Star Wanderer does design this Felix mech suit. He arrives in the minion from a planet so distant you cannot see its star in the sky. Julius will stand up for himself as well as defend his allies, despite his undeniable cuteness and soothing purrs. The dauntless feline fills his foes with fear. His motto, "Meow," is recognized and dreaded throughout the universe. All right, so as I said, he's a tank. He's a strength hero. He has magic. He's magic damage, and he also has crits. The weird thing about him is that he does not buff mitigation. He's like Galahad. He does buff mitigation, but he buffs crit. Galahad buffs physical attack. Crit's probably more useful, but this does make him a very interesting hero because he's a crit buffer. He's really good. Like said, I mean, I've seen him used in Ishmael teams, which I think might be the best use for him. But he has his ability. So defense matrix surrounds his team with the defense matrix, absorbs all damage. After the matrix destroyed, all heroes in the team are healed. So he's actually has solid healing. He has pretty decent defense. Copycat device. Julius surrounds himself with an energy shield that absorbs all damage. If it's not destroyed over 5 seconds, the remaining shield is copied onto each ally. When receiving any shield, Julius boosts his physical attack till the end of battle. So there's a lot of synergy if you put shield buffers Thea could be good here too. Peppy, Thea, Judge. Trying to think. I know there's a couple other heroes, and for some reason I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's probably getting too late, but anyway. But yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, he's one of those guy heroes you kind of have. He's not as flexible as some tanks, but he is good in the right team. 9 lives. Julius protects his allies even after their shields are destroyed. When an ally loses a shield, all negative effects are removed. They gain bonus armor, magic defense for 1.5 seconds. So this is also a really good ability 9 lives engine because it removes status effects. There's only a few handful of heroes that can remove status effects. Nebula, Celeste, and Sebastian. Pretty much the only other heroes who can remove status effects. I mean, this is obviously not as effective as something like Ode to Serenity or Purifying Sphere because it doesn't remove it, but it does. Well, it does remove it, but it doesn't protect from it like those abilities do. So it just removes. So not quite as effective, but it is a pretty good ability. Plus, it buffs some mitigation. So he doesn't have mitigation from his artifact buffs, but he does have mitigation from this ability. Then he has this one here, which grants feline grants feline reflexes to all allies, speeding them up their attacks and skills to reach active shields. So this is also, he has a passive haste buff for when the shields are active. I mean, it's not a huge buff though. I know it's a pretty minor one. It's not as high as Thea's, so it goes up just 0.1 per level. So and max level is 90. So you can see it's maxed out. It's probably 9%. It's not a huge buff. It's a very minor buff. I mean, it helps. Buffs have, said, it gets read for each after shield. So you really have to stack the shields to really benefit from this. So it's not as game changes a lot of other heroes passives. I mean, it does help. There are teams, but one of the main teams I've seen him though with is Ishmael. We'll talk about that in a second. Glyphs. So he does crit, but he has a tank, so you probably want health, followed by strength. And then probably, maybe armor first. Honestly, armor is probably armor, health, strength, usually. I do armor first, honestly. Mitigation's usually more important on tanks than health. Health second, so I do 1, 2, 3. And then probably physical attack and crit last. He buffs crit, but I'd say physical attack's more important crit, especially since his artifact weapon buffs crit. Strength hero, nothing to say on that. We did mention he's a crit buffer. He also has a crit thing, so he doesn't get a mitigation artifact, so that does kind of hurt him, but he does, of course, have a strength 3, which gives him a lot of health. So on him, you probably, I mean, it really depends. Like this case, I probably, honestly, for him, probably strength 3 is going to be your priority just because health is more important. Unless you're really building around him, like, and have a specific team in mind, then you could do this crit chance buff. Like I said, usually you'll have Sebastian. Sebastian can also buff crit chance, so it's not, like I said, it's crit buffing is kind of, it's okay. Like the heroes who need crits usually buff it anyway, except maybe like Kira, but Sebastian is like the most used hero in the game. He buffs crits, so usually you don't really need a second crit buffer, but does add some consistency. But I'd say that's lower, but this is probably the last one though, just because it's just physical attacks, not even a lot of physical attack and crits, so I'd do 1, 2, 3 book last. And Ascension, his Ascension's pretty run-of-the-mill. Like, you got all your tank stuff. You got lots of health and armor and magic defense. You got some attack here. Don't think he gets crit up here. I don't see any anyway. So it's pretty much a standard tank stuff. You got health, mitigation, strength, and some physical attack. Like I said, which is actually, he does magic damage, I think. Because he actually does have... Maybe he's a physical attack. I was thinking of Fushi and Shroom, actually. I think he's physical attack. I was thinking Mushi and Shroom for some reason. Well, I said magic. That's Mushi and Shroom. That's magic. I'm sorry. He's physical attack. Sorry, I've misstated that earlier. Anyway, like I said, it's getting kind of late when recording these videos. But yeah, so it's just, he gets the attack stat, whatever attack stat he gets. But he's not bad. Like, I've seen him in certain teams. Like, I do think Ishmael's pretty good with him. Like, if you take... They're so random. Probably always have Sebastian. So you'd have Ishmael, Julius, right? Then you might have like Thea. Like Thea buffs like a shield when she has like buff shields when she has her ascension abilities. Thea's really good. I don't recognize her anymore because she changed her portrait, so I'm like keep looking over her because she looks so different from what I'm used to. And then you could put like, you know, Alvinor maybe or whatever. It's like probably not the best, but even just like this, like here, and then you can even just do like good old Nebula or something. Like this actually is more effective than you would think, just because Ishmael's hard to kill and Julius makes him hard to kill. Thea's a good healer. Like, I mean, even teams like this, I mean, you could do lots of synergy with like judges and stuff, or Peppy maybe if you have Peppy. Like there's you could do lots of synergy that way. Though Peppy and Judge don't have a lot of synergy with Ishmael. Ishmael is like one of the top tier heroes right now though. And I do think Julius plays really well with Ishmael just because of how hard he is to kill, and Julius can be really hard with the right team. But like I said, and there's like I said, definitely other things you don't want to necessarily use Ishmael. I've seen Julius used with Leanne before. Actually, I can look. I think I have a guildmate who has it in their Clash team. See if we can see if he still has it. Nope. Let's see. Nope, I don't. Oh, he has it. Looks like, oh, he has Aurora, Julius, Maya Celeste, Nebula. I think that's, where is that? Does it say? So City Hall. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. He might just be trying to get the buffs here because he has 3 healers here. Like 2 tanks. Like that might just be more of a set there. Like I know he had a Leanne. I know he's done it with Leanne before. Or maybe it's in Guild War. Maybe it's in Guild War. He had the Leanne team. Like, but I did do a full video where I really went and deep dived on him. Nope, he went back to Aurora here. So yeah, I don't know like if he's got good with Leanne or not. But he is good with Ishmael. I've definitely seen him used with Ishmael. So that's definitely like kind of the teams to build around, like Ishmael, Julius. There's a lot of other heroes that you can definitely use, but I did do a full kind of a long video about Julius, like and where I did experiments on different teams, which you can find below. And as always, thank you for watching.